Before we get into today's episode, if you've ever had to heal in silence, fight through what nobody saw, or find your way while holding wounds you couldn't explain, my books were written for you. And even if you haven't lived it yourself, my writing is for anyone who wants to better understand the silent weight so many carry behind closed doors. I'm Soleil, author of If Only I Had a Home and The Wounds from a Healing Heart. And more books are coming soon. You can find my books on Barnes& Noble, Amazon, or through my link tree. No gossip, just talk. Now, let's get into this episode. Welcome back to another episode of No Gossip, Just Talk. I'm your host, Soleil. Today, we're talking about learning how to cook when you realize you forgot how to cook. Now, listen, my friend officially revoked my black card over some yams I made for Thanksgiving last year. She told me I did not qualify to even do this episode. And honestly, after what I served, she might have a point, but here we are. I'm doing it anyway because I'm proud of my progress. So, this is what happened. I was tired, and I probably should not have attempted to cook while that tired, but I didn't want to show up empty handed. I wanted to contribute. So, I decided to take the easy route and use canned yams instead of the fresh ones you peel from the produce section. Now, listen, you already know they did not turn out the way they were supposed to. They were two tone, the texture was off. So, in that moment, I went to the store, bought fresh yams, cooked those, and mixed them in with the canned ones like nobody would notice. And on top of that, we had guests. To this day, I don't know how they really felt about my yams when they left. They told me they were okay, but I know okay could mean it could be in between not good and good. The funny part is my homegirl who revoked my card is the one who taught me how to make fresh yams from scratch. So when I told her I mixed canned yams with the fresh ones, she was so disappointed. And I mean, honestly, I couldn't blame her for being disappointed because I knew better. Now, in my defense, when it comes to cooking, I used to be in the kitchen all the time. I watched my mom cook. I helped, I participated, I knew what I was doing. But then life happened. Work got busy, schedules got unbalanced. I was tired all the time, and if I'm being honest, I got lazy. Food delivery and drive throughs became way too convenient. My brother used to shake his head every time I ordered food and say, "You have no shame." And he was right because I became a professional at ordering takeout. Uber Eats and DoorDash probably sent me a thank you card at some point. When you stop cooking, you get rusty. At least I did. It really is one of those, if you don't use it, you lose it skills. And eventually my body started feeling off. I was tired all the time, sluggish, just not myself. So I went to the doctor, I got my blood work done, and found out my cholesterol was high. And then someone one day asked me, "How are you small with high cholesterol?" And I'm like, duh, it's simple. Not eating well. What does weight got to do with being unhealthy? Is what you put in your body. Now, anyway, back to the doctor. Before my doctor could even finish explaining anything, I immediately said, medication is not an option. What do I need to do? And I'll do it. And that's when I was introduced to the Mediterranean diet. I'm going to be honest, that was not easy. Cutting back on bread, sugar, fried food, soda, fast food, red meat, all the things I loved, that was not a walk in the park. It was definitely not a light adjustment. I had no idea what to eat. So for a while, I ate salads, just salads, and I am not naturally a salad person. But I committed to it for 3 months. And slowly, my body started responding. My energy improved, my mood got better, my mind felt clearer, I felt lighter physically and mentally. And with discipline, my cholesterol went back down to normal. Let me tell you, that feeling, it made me want to keep going. I felt so good inside. But here's the other side of that story. I went from 136 pounds to 108 pounds. I looked sick. I did not like it. So I had to learn how to put healthy weight back on. And that's when I was like, if I want to eat healthier consistently, if I want control over what goes into my body, if I want to avoid future health issues, I cannot keep depending on takeout and junk food. So I need to learn how to cook again, but healthier this time. So I turned to TikTok, YouTube, all the easy 20 to 30-minute meal videos. And watching the videos, they make it look so simple. And let me tell you something. When I tried to follow those recipes myself, it was a living nightmare. I followed recipes step by step, and somehow it still did not turn out right. One time I put shrimp and chicken in the same pan in the oven. By the time it came out, the shrimp was chewy and the chicken was pale, no color, just white. My friend said, "Why did you add water to the pan?" Apparently, I was boiling them. Let me tell you, I felt so defeated. I felt slow. I felt embarrassed. But through it all, I kept trying. She eventually came over and cooked with me. She's a really good friend. She knew I needed help as well. So she eventually came over and cooked with me hands on, and slowly, very slowly, I got better. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have my hit and misses, but it is no longer a disaster. There was a time I could not even eat my own cooking. I had to throw it in the trash and definitely could not serve it to other people. But now my food is actually edible. Sometimes even good, even great, even awesome. It's been progress. Now, I want to turn it up a notch. I want to talk about why is not cooking treated like a character flaw. When people find out you do not cook, some act like you are not grown, not marriage material, not valuable enough. Since when did cooking become the main qualification for worth? And what's interesting is some of the loudest critics do not cook either. And in my opinion, cooking is a skill. And like any skill, it can be intimidating. I admire people who can layer flavors, mix sauces, and just know what goes together. I admire people who love cooking. I'm not fully there yet, but I am learning to shift my mindset. Cooking does not have to feel like hard labor. I am learning to enjoy the process, not just the result. When I put on good music or a movie in the background, I can get into a rhythm. It becomes less of a chore and more of an experience. Now, here are a few takeaways. Your worth is not defined by whether you cook. Skills can be relearned. There are cooking classes, recipe books, online tutorials, friends, family, so many resources. Your health will always be worth the effort. When I started cooking more intentionally, my body and my mental health improved. And let's be honest, eating out all the time is expensive. Allow yourself to mess up. I have wasted money on failed recipes, but I learned something important. Taste your food while you cook. Adjust as you go. I was not doing that before. Mistakes are part of the process. Laugh about it. I laugh at myself all the time, but laugh about it. Learn from it. Do not let one bad meal or several bad meals make you quit. All right, that's it for today's episode. Thank you for tuning in to No Gossip, Just Talk. Be sure to subscribe, share the show, and stick around for more episodes to come. And until next time, ciao for now.